Come in. Sit down, please.
Thank you.
So, what seems to be the problem, Mrs. Smith?
I'm actually feeling really sluggish and just generally unhappy. I don't know what's come over me, and it's been getting worse now for months.
Aha. What kind of job do you do?
School meals worker.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I've got a family, so I spend a lot of time looking after my children.
Uh-huh. And when you're not doing that, what else do you do? Look to your right for me.
Well, I'm a union steward for UNISON, if that makes any difference.
Good. To the left. And what does that entail?
Well, I represent our members with the problems, you know.
Turn your head to the left, please. Go on.
And I sometimes go and see our employer, you know, to see what they can do for the better.
To the right.
And I'm also involved in a lot of health and safety work.
Good.
And I can't tell you how many times I've helped organise at social events.
Say ah.
Ah.
Tongue out.
Ah.
Good.
And I also do a lot of distribution of newsletters and leaflets, you know.
Lean forward.
And I suppose I do spend an awful lot of time in different meetings. Well, you know what it can be like.
Good. Well, Mrs. Smith, I think we're going to need a blood test from you.
A blood test?
Yes, Mrs. Smith. I think we need to find out what's really going on. Don't you think?
Well, I suppose so, yeah.
Now roll up your sleeve for me. That's good. There. All done. Thank you. Right. Now let's see what we can see, eh? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see.
What is it, Doctor?
Well, Mrs. Smith, looking at your blood sample here, I think I can see what the problem is.
Well, what do you see?
Well, it's not at all good, Mrs. Smith. Not good at all.
Coming soon to a video store near you. The UNISON National Delegate Conference, the year 2020. It's not a video to watch alone. Prepare yourself for the horror. Prepare yourself for the unimaginable terror. Above all, prepare yourself for the loneliness.
Good morning, everyone. Ross McGivern, Fenner District Local Government Branch. I think for starters it might be useful if maybe you all came forward a little bit. Thank you. Well, I suppose I should begin by welcoming all you familiar faces.
And you thought running the gauntlet into the conference was the only thing you had to worry about. Think again.
No, thanks. No, it's all right.
Take me with you?
No, I don't want to. No.
UNISON National Delegates Conference 2020. Don't watch it on your own.
Hello there. We're here today on the streets of Birmingham to talk to UNISON members who use new, improved UNISON with added youth. Let's just see how much it's affected their lives. This is Sue, a union branch secretary. Hello there, Sue.
Hello, Keith.
Sue, how has new improved UNISON with added youth improved your life?
Well, it's definitely been a great investment. I don't know how we have coped without it all these years. We have more than 1,000 members, and they can be a bit of a handful sometimes. But with added youth, we have more enthusiasm and support for our branch. I suppose it's all about renewing our branch.
Great, Sue. Let's go and see what else we can find out. Hello there. And how has the new added youth affected your life?
I was brought a load of new ideas in our brain, and there's real energy now.
It's added new zest to our branch and given us a fresh outlook and new lease of life.
But it's really made a difference to the workload.
I guess it's given us a new way of looking at things. From my point of view, it's brought a new and interesting perspective to our work.
It really has breathed new life into us all.
And it also helped to step up the pace of development in our branch.
Well, it means we feel reassured about our branch having a future.
That's great. Hello there. And how has the new added youth affected your life?
Well, it's made my hair feel so silky and smooth, and I've only been using it for a week.
What, Unison?
Unison? Excuse me?
You see, the new added youth in Unison really does make life brighter.
What do you see?
Well, it's not at all good, Mrs. Smith. Not good at all. See? Have a look in here. Do you see?
Goodness. What does it mean, Doctor?
Well, these are classic symptoms, Mrs. Smith. Classic symptoms.
Was there anything that you can do, Doctor?
Well, there is just one thing that can save you. Yes. Something I find will always do the trick.
What's that, Doctor?
New blood, Mrs. Smith. New blood. Well, Mrs. Smith, how are you finding things since your last visit here?
Oh, it's amazing, Doctor. I feel really invigorated. Everything just seems so much more manageable and life is so much easier and everybody's noticed a difference.
And how are you coping with all those union meetings?
Oh, much better, thank you. There's one taking place right now, actually.
Shouldn't you be there?
Oh, don't worry, I've got it covered.
And how did you manage that, Mrs. Smith?
New blood, Doctor. New blood.
Well done, Mrs. Smith.
Well, thank you, Doctor.
I'm so glad I could help. But don't thank me. Thank the new blood, Mrs. Smith.